Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Hrt2Heart Motorsports. It's a pleasure to have you live at a charge for a little Wednesday night action here. Second race we've been able to call for this series. It'll be final for the Wednesdays for a little while, and we appreciate everybody. LED Graphics, thank you for the like on X. Thank you to all the likes out there on YouTube. You guys are legendary. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. Because a long way support the stream and help out Hrt2Heart for what they are doing. Much love to the Hrt2Heart fam. Of course, everybody out there. We're going to run a little cars tour here at Lakeland. This is about halfway through their season, and they brought me on for a couple of one-off races on Wednesdays after a little request to be able to do so, and they took care of us. If you're out there on Facebook, you're going to see our profile photo has changed. If you haven't checked out our Facebook page, go follow us on Facebook at Signature Esports out there for me. You're going to see little Georgia. We're going to be doing a race tomorrow night for Georgia. And it is a charity event that we're going to be raising money. She is a little 3-year-old that is suffering from leukemia, and we're going to be taking care of her tomorrow night with some drivers, and we're going to have some fun with that. We're going to change probably all of our social media icons for that, for at least that event tomorrow to show our support, be able to take care of it. Steak and Shake, Favors for Steak Burgers, is going to be able to bring you your race information today. Alan, TilleryAuto.com, a part of the Hrt2Heart Racing family as well. Tonight, we're going to see... Well, USA International Lakeland on tap tonight, 15-lap heats, 100-lap feature, 3 tire changes, 2 fast repairs. And to be able to get out there and have some fun with this one day. 10-driver field. It's going to be exciting to see who's going to be able to hold on to the car, who's going to be able to hold on to the tire wear, who's going to be able to take care of themselves and take care of everything that they have going on. Because, I mean, let's face it, this is it's a good race. So, yeah, hello to the Dillegaff. Bobby Joe, if you're out there watching, the Dillegaff is the missus. Bobby Joe on vacation, of course. Much love to the Lane family out there. Tina and Bobby Joe going on a much-needed vacation. Much love to the fam out there. Of course, BJ is going to be in there, try to make you proud. Of course, it's all about that time. This is a 1/6 of a mile track, so just over half mile, just under a 2/3 mile track. Just barely under 2/3 of a mile. 78 degrees on the track temperature. They are going to be 78 degrees on the air temperature as well. 45% humidity, partly cloudy sky. 2 mile wind here at the Lakeland track. It is absolutely a ton of fun to do. It is one of the tracks that comes free with iRacing. Go to iRacing.com and you can use Steve Harrison 2. Steve Harrison with the number 2 right behind it. If you use his name, you'll be able to select it in the referral, and you'll get a bonus for you signing up for your iRacing membership today. USA International Speedway has 2 configurations. It has the 0.6 of a mile length racetrack, the asphalt surface, and they have a 0.6 of a mile dirt track, which is a ton of fun to drive as well. Budgie out there as well. Much love, Budgie. Hope you're having a good night. It should be a fast race, and barring any cautions or any kind of catastrophe, we should see this race. It should be fun. It should be a ton of fun. So, Lakeland, Florida. Of course, you see it right there on the bottom side of your screen. This is an absolute blast of a track. I do enjoy it. And it's one of those iconic tracks that takes you back in to the early days of getting into the racing around the iRacing circuit, and you gotta appreciate it, right? It is hello, Budgie, much love. And yeah, so this is kind of where it's been. Seat Off Carpet's part of the family over here, not only with Signature Esports, but with Hrt2Heart Racing. It is, if you're in the Hampton Roads, Virginia, and Outer Banks, North Carolina area, and you need luxury vinyl planks installed, or maybe you've got yourself a new hardwood floor you want to have installed from new constructions, and also commercial licensing out there, make sure you go check out Greg Langford and the Seattle Carpet family. 757-536-5155. And make sure you tell them that we sent you. With over 34 years in the business, we get the job done right the first time. Also, thank you to all of our sponsors over at Signature Esports. Chop Shop Racing. You find about chopshopracing.net. That is soon to be changing. Dark Horizon Fishing. Beef Jerky Unlimited gives us all our driver cams. Matterroot Racing is the legend out there. We love Matterroot and what he does and what he takes care of people with. National TV Sales and Rental has been backing us for almost 8 years, 9 years, with all the things that we've been able to purchase from them. And with the 90 days same as cash, you can check them out. Give them a call, 573-346-2100. We're going to nationaltvrental.com. Of course, they get a Search Performance, our newest team, part of Signature Esports. They are an iRacing team that is dedicated to making you better on the racetrack. Go check them out at Search Performance on Facebook, and you can check them out. Premier Racing Setup Shop is the only setup shop that I use. And with the longest running setup shop on iRacing, they were created to maintain the intention of teaching others how to be more successful and have an advantage over the competition. You can go to PremierRacingSetupShops.com, use promo code Signature15, and save yourself 15% on your next setup through them. And they do have short track features. The only setups they don't have are road setups, which is fine by me because I don't road series racing. Just kind of the way that goes. Yeah. Let's go. Tina Lane watching from the camper. Scott Case and Dave out there, of course. Thank you, Lucky. I appreciate you. Bobby Joe's biggest fan from Jess out there, of course, on YouTube. Tina, meet Jess. Jess, meet Tina. Tina is the missus of the infamous Bobby Joe, and big hashtag Bobby Joe is the #1 fan, with a T-shirt coming on the way to do their thing. But she is absolutely legendary. We love her. We appreciate her. We're going to make sure she's taken care of. We're just waiting to the next 50 seconds for the session to move forward and, do the things that we do and call this fantastic race. They do have a 10-minute qualifying session, so allows everybody to get up and stretch their legs before they get ready to go green flag racing. There is Bud Light Mike, of course, infamous signs behind him. That is Mike putting in the effort here, and we appreciate it all. And then, of course, there is Scott Casadave in the Hrt2Heart Racing T-shirt. We were able to send those out and get those drivers taken care of with the fantastic blue hair. I know last week we were talking about the blue hair. The blue hair is it is fake, folks. His daughter did not dye his hair. It is fake, but it's one of those caps that you see at the convenience store, which are awesome. So if you're balding, that's where you got to go do it. There's BJ Lane out there, son of Bobby and Tina, ready to show that if you ain't first, you're last. Of course, in the racing setup, there is Ryan Wendt. He is ready to go. He's loaded in. He's going to try his hand at getting himself a a wonderful setup here tonight as the field will be inverted for qualifying. And, of course, as it would see who works for him, I think it does. I think it's good. And then there is Rusty right there. And we appreciate the VR drivers. VR is the toughest way to drive, but sometimes the most apparent way to drive as well. So we love them all. We appreciate them all. We appreciate everybody getting out there and joining in and having some fun and knocking it out of the park. And he's waving big waves. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. All right, starting grid, as it would be. That's your race information. Here's your starting grid for the heat. Peters, Borden, Flack, Langford. It's going to be the front two rows for the restart here. But like Mike, Rusty Robinson going to make it row number 3. BJ Lane, Stephen Harrison, Ryan Went, and Scott Cazenave. Cazenave fastest on the circuit there. But again, with the inverted field for the heats, it is all about being able to get yourself forward and move yourself forward, which we can appreciate. It's Bobby Joe on Tina's phone. Hi, Jess. Go BJ. We love it. Party in the pits with him. That's right. That's right. That's what we like from Ryan Went back here. That is the Eagle. That is part of Chop Shop Racing, who is one of Signature Esports sponsors. It's an iRacing league that we call, and Ryan can knock it out of the park. Oh, man. Gotta have some fun. Bones. The Whiskey River number 3. Borden in the Walmart. Giggity. Hold on. I didn't have the button ready. My bad. It is the Walmart. Giggity. That's right. Number right there, 9107. 47 to the 5. As it would work. That is where the driver's going to be looking here. Much love to the Lane family. We are. It's like you never left. Let's go. Giggity number, says Smexy out there. All right. 3. Giggity. 9107. Troy giving us a light. Green flag. Bones with a good restart there. 91's going to drop in. Joe Flack back here in the Stanley Cars Tour. These are the late, they're not the supers, they're the late mods. 47 to the back bumper, 07 to the outside. Rusty Robinson trying to make that one stick on the outside lane. 5 doing a great job. Rusty had a great race last week when we called this one, and right now we'll see what's going to happen. Ryan Went ahead. Scott Cazenave, who did get around Stephen Harrison, 40 to the bottom side. Be the 99 of BJ Lane. It'll drop in. You got to protect the bottom side of the racetrack, but watch out. Here comes the 14 to the outside. Cazenave, 14 laps to go. Again, 15 lap heats. It'll be 13 to go this time by Cedar Carpets. Giving you all the action there. Thank you to everybody tuning in. Make sure you do reach up, hit that like button for me. It does go along with the sport what we're having. Oh, baby. Giggity got sideways. There is James Borden. 91 getting around Bones, stretching, 21.91. We're not even seeing qualifying speeds right now from any one of the drivers as the 14 and the 40 try to work their way forward. Ryan Went gets around to the outside of the 99. Outside lane's going to be able to prevail here early, especially on tires. 14 to the bottom side. There's a 5 of Rusty Robinson up high. 14 to the back bumper. 40 can get to the outside and just might on corner exit. 40, 14, they door bang. They were just close there. Fastest lap of the race. Bud Light Mike right behind the back bumper of the 69 here. 47 in fourth, 21.83. Robinson to the outside. There goes the 40. Greg Langford back to the inside. Crossover is the 5. Oh, 40 up into the wall. Ryan Went trying to hold on. A little bit dicey on the corner. Going to be able to protect the race line. He's going to have to drop himself in. Joe Flack in the 91 on the move. 10 laps to go. Trying to get himself a little bit more of that pace. Borden protecting the bottom side. This track is very much bottom line dependent. You can make passes on the outside, but it's very tough to pass if you can't get yourself to the inside. Oh, budgie. Borden fastest lap of the race so far, 21.60. I do like the sound of these cars. They are absolutely screaming as Ryan still tries to work to the inside. 99 able to go to the outside. They'll lean on each other a little bit here. 40 to the bottom side, trying to get to the back bumper of Cazenave. Cazenave They're in the Allen Tillery Chevrolet late model here. Late model stock car. Going to be all about trying to dictate where they can go. Bones out front. Still has a 4/10 of a second lead over the 91 of Joe Flack. Here comes Bud Light Mike to the back bumper. Good little heat race. Borden still there inside the top 5. Rusty Robinson up 1. Cazenave up 4. Still to the bottom side. We'll see if the 40 of Ryan Wendt can match pace here as they drop to the bottom side. 100 laps is a long way around this racetrack, and that's what our feature is going to be. And you will see that they are going to take their time getting there currently right now. Half second, trying to close back in for Bud Light Mike. He got around Joe Flack. Nose cam on board of the Bud Light Mike man. Able to drop in here for the late mods. What's eating you? Well, hopefully it's Steak and Shake. Be a local Steak and Shake and get yourself a fantastic steak burger. They are made with you in mind, especially when it comes to that late night meal that you could ever that you want. You know you want it. Cazenave up 4 to 6. Ryan Wendt to the inside. 5 of Robinson still holding on to the bottom side. Very tough for the 14. 5's going to drift up the race line a little bit. Trying to egg shape the corner again. This track is a flat version of Dover from my perspective here. It's got a little bit of banking into the corner, and egg shaping the corner can make the race line that much better when it comes to getting around the racetrack. You see Mike right there. Going to drop into the corner here. Watch him roll the corner here. Roll down to the bottom side. All the way out, points the car at the wall. That's what you want to see. But Bones doing a phenomenal job here with 2 laps to go, able to hold on to the lead as Mike finds the extra effort. Joe Flack holds on to 3rd, and Borden slides up the race line. Here comes Cazenave. Rusty Robinson holding on to the outside of the 40. White flag waves, final lap. Final effort into the corner. 40 drops in door to door with a 5. Corner exit as Cazenave tries to clear. Is going to be clear. Just barely, but he is clear. But officially unofficial. Bones on corner exit's going to get a heat win here. As the 3 car goes to work. Bud Light Mike will be 2nd. Joe Flack 3rd. Borden Cazenave your top 5. Ryan Wendt rebounds to 6th. Then we'll see Robinson, BJ Lane back here in the 8th spot. Greg Langford, Steve Harrison. This racetrack is all about momentum. Man. What a good run that was. All right, they're going to warm up. We're going to let them warm up. And as they warm up, we're going to say, I hope y'all are having a good night. It's incredible, right? What a great day it was. And hopefully we see a lot of this. And some of this. And some of this. And yeah, we're going to see. All right, folks. We don't want to see any of this. Yeah, we don't want to see that one. All right. We're going to let him have at it. I'm going to grab a drink, and we're going to get going here in just a moment. She made fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and gravy for dinner. I couldn't eat the gravy, but I could eat the fried chicken and the mashed potatoes. It's absolutely amazing. Love it. Some of the best fried chicken you're going to eat. And it's gluten-free flour, so that way I can have it. You know, those are the things that we want to be having here. It was amazing. It was amazing. I'm pretty happy about it. This Shababa Joe's and Scott out there. Good little race they had there. I want some chicken. Well, you drive your happy butt up from Florida, and you are more than welcome at the house anytime. Go get your championship. I'd love to see it, Bobby. I'll like it. Everyone in chat is like, well, I'm telling you, man, she said it to our oldest son earlier, and she said there's one thing in this world that she can make that I will never turn down. And that is some good fried chicken, and she does it the right way. You know what I mean? It is the fried chicken of everybody's dreams. The kind that you know you think you want when you go to like one of those restaurants that makes good fried chicken, and then she makes it, and it just makes your arteries feel like they're doing the right thing, right? And since I had to stop eating bread and eating flour, you know, almost three years ago, just over 4 years ago, it's been difficult trying to find the right recipe that has worked, that tastes good. And I tell you what, she's made it 3 times for me since having to be on this dang old bad diet that I don't like, and it's been just absolutely amazing. So, you know, enjoy your bread the longest. Don't tell your mom that it's better than hers. I don't know. I haven't. Anytime. Much love to everybody out there, heart to heart out there. Hope you're having fun. I hope you're having fun too. You know, vacations are deserved. I'll tell your mom. I can call her right now. I think I still have her number. I'll call your mom. Just don't tell it it compares to my grandma's, and that's saying something. My mom makes pretty good fried chicken too. I don't know, it just hits right. It just hits right. You know what I mean? We still need to put that poll up on what Father's Day gift you're supposed to get me. Maybe we do that in Discord. I don't know what I want, or I don't really want anything. You know, that's just the way of the world. All right. We're going to have a starting grid coming up. How about your starting grid for the feature? It's going to look as such. Inverted. Yep. That's what's happening. Steve Harrison, Greg Langford, BJ Lane, Rusty Robinson's going to be the front 2 rows here. Steve Harrison's going to be on pole. It's going to try to rocket that restart, get himself moving in the positive direction. Your heat winner's going to start the tail back. Have to try to work his way forward, but Ryan Wentz, Scott Cazenave, going to be there at row number 3, trying to work their way forward as well. James Borden, Joe Flack are going to be there in row number 5, row 6. I'm sorry, row number 4, row 5. I promise you, math is a good subject for me. But like Mike and Bones are going to be back here in that 10 spot, so they're going to have to work their way forward, and it's going to be good. So yeah. Don't tell your mom. I'll tell your mom. Tell her that it's absolutely delicious. That's just the way that it should be. Yeah. All right. A couple of pace laps around here. The 100 lap feature for all of these drivers. It is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. I'm ready to see what Greg and Steve Harrison do here. Here's the Pit Viper on the inside. Greg Langford on the outside. That's your CNL Carpets driver out there. Buchanan Resort is part of the Hrt2Heart family. I want to make sure that if you're going to go on vacation outside of where Bobby Joe and Tina are right now, you want to make sure that if you want a great lake escape and it's not here at the Lake of the Ozarks, you're going to be going to Buchanan Resort, and you're going to be showing them a dang old good time, because they'll show you a dang old good time as well. I'm telling you, they're great. They're going to be great. They're conveniently located 2 miles south of Highway 79 and 12 miles east of Paris, Tennessee. You could go out there and have them basically cater to you. They meet all your relaxation vacation needs, whether it's a fun-filled lake day or a week-long family vacation, or maybe you need a corporate retreat with your bodybuilding system out there for whatever business you have. Go check them out. Come see them for some boating, fishing, and relaxation on the naturally beautiful Kentucky Lake and Tennessee River. Find them at BuchananResort.com. That's BuchanAN Resort.com. BuchananResort.com. You're in Nebraska, be in Wyoming tomorrow. You guys are going to a big national park. From what I remember, pace cars in. We're gonna have ourselves a race. Green flag. 100 Lappos as Steve Harrison drops to the corner. 07 to the outside. Greg Langford hopefully did not get pegged with a black flag there. 43 wide already. Ryan went to drop into the inside, and he went for it, and that's exactly what happened, having to make his laps early. 40, they're side by side with the 07. Ryan went places. Stephen Harrison there now as well. 40 drops the corner. 14 of Kazanave did not get the restart he needed there. Oh no. Caution's going to come out here. Ryan went and Steve Harrison went for a ride. 40 was there to the inside. I think the 51 got free in front of the 40. Oh, he did. Man, Ryan was going places. Steve Harrison right here. I think he just got free. I think that is all that happened there. He did. He got free on the corner exit. The 40 was right there again. Man. So they do have a fast repair. Ryan comes to pit lane. We'll be able to take that. Hopefully his tires are going to be fine. Manny was on a move. Going to need to take it, and he'll go a lap down here. Caution laps did not count into the heat race, but they do count here. So you will see Ryan go a lap down. We'll have to wait for a caution here to be able to get back on the lead lap. And I'm telling you what, he was fast there. He was very fast there. They go, let's go. Well, opportunity knocking. That's a set of tires down for Ryan Wendt, and fuel is a thing as well. They're going to have a green flag pit stop in this. Just can't make 100 laps on these cars. It's just not what we've seen. We did watch them take, I think, 2 pit stops last time in last week's race, and they ran a smaller track, so no doubt it's going to be a factor. Man, first caution of the race. How are you? How are you? Oh, man. You're going to Yellowstone, aren't you? I think that's where you're going. Don't Stockton. They need time off. Seriously. All right. It'll be Greg Langford at Rusty Robinson. Scott Kazanave. BJ Lane will restart to the outside. Ryan Wendt, who had a fast car there, is going to have to patiently work his way to the front and see if he can do that. Anything can happen. He had trouble yesterday and was able to rebound to 6th. So we'll see if he's going to be able to get himself back into the mix tonight. Greg Langford right there. There was nothing wrong with what Ryan did there. He was there. He just found himself in the wrong situation. Yeah, that's good. Don't stock Tina and Bobby Joe, though, folks. You're out there at Yellowstone. You're watching. Just if you see him, tell me he's one of the best drivers out there, and he's got a #1 fan of Missouri. And make sure that you tell Tina we said hello, of course, as well. 07-5-14. 14 there carries the bottom side. We'll see if this is going to work to the advantage. Kazanave will work the high lane here. Top 3 right in the mix. Langford to the high side. 5 down to the bottom. Corner exit. Still the 07. Robinson going for it. Kazanave fastest lap so far, 22.24. See who's going to be able to close in the pace. 3 wide. Almost. Kazanave almost took it there, but held off. As Langford now will see the 14 there to the inside. Robinson able to clear. Can he slide up the racetrack? He could have, but now we'll have to carry. Ryan went the fastest lap of the race, right behind Bud Light Mike. He tried to extend his way forward. And how about, listen to these cars, folks. These things are awesome. They do like to be back down into the corner. KZA fastest lap of the race, 21:40. Robinson has had a quarter second lead, now down to a 10th. As you see the 5 of the 14 all the way to the bottom side. Ryan Went has worked his way all the way up to that 5 spot here. He can keep himself out of trouble, would be the lucky dog, unless he just drives himself around everybody and works his way to the front and puts himself back on the lead lap. That's not impossible. The field they go. Bones back here has the 91, 40 to the bottom side. There's Joe Flack on the inside, 40 side by side with the 3-quarter exit, side by side. Bones will still have the 40 to the inside. Ryan trying to work his way in. As we'll see, that's the back straightaway. This is that what they call the spotter view here, or the spectator view. This is what it looks like from the stands. Well, imagine all those haulers in there. It wouldn't be that way in the real world. Here's what I like. This one's called the spotter cam. This is on top of the press box. What you would see, there's Bones doing a pretty bang up job. Let's check in on our driver cams. We'll see Scott trying to work on the 5 here. Rusty Robinson out front. 14 close to the back bumper. Got the blue hair flying. He needs a little fan to make the hair move. Buddy, go get one of those little handheld fans you find at the convenience store, and make that hair blow in the wind for him. Love it. We love it. I think it's awesome. But BJ Lane sitting in 4th here. If you ain't first, you're last. Well, he's got 3 spots to be able to get himself there. 99 rolling. Good race line for him so far as they continue to push. There's the dashboard on the driver, 112, 123 getting into the corner. It's going to drop down to about 85 miles an hour. That's normally what we see out of the corner. Good zone there. Able to extend. It'll be up to the 120 mark again, getting into turn 1. Good race line for him so far. Ryan Went going to be driving like the teenager that is and needs to be. 21:76 his last lap. Scandinavia race leader, 21:69, did make the pass on Rusty Robinson here. Robinson rolling the 5 car all the way to the bottom side. And, of course, the VR driver. Good legend. Rolling. We love it. We appreciate everybody being out there. Thank you to the driver cams and all the folks put the time and energy in to help us look good and be well. There's your battle box for the 3. Currently, right now, 1.3 second difference between he and Joe Flack. Joe Flack tried to trap the 40 for a moment. We'll see as time levels off. 22.5 seconds difference between the drivers. But between Ryan Went and Scott Kazenave here, these two are running some speeds. Ryan faster than the drivers in front of him, faster than everybody but Scott and Rusty Robinson. Ooh, 40. Trying to get to the inside of the 91. It's going to be on the braking zone here. Us trying to be a touch faster. The flash right there. See the old 91 putting in the effort. Much love to all the drivers. 40 back in the corner up. Might have a drive off here. Just needs to get around, and that's what we see with Ryan Went here. Kazenave, 1.3 second lead over Rusty Robinson. And Bud Light Mike back here up 2. Driver off the most spots going to be Steve Harrison off 7. From the start, he was your pole sitter. Kazenave, 1.4 back as Rusty Robinson tries to close it back in as well. Greg Langford, CNL Carpet Legend's going to be off one from the start of the race, but holding on. BJ Lane looking for a top 3 night here. Is playing catch up to the 07, 23 of 100. Ryan Wendt still trying to work around the 91. Going to have to work the race line here. And with the opportunity, I know that a green flag pit stop is in the works for these drivers, so that right there would mean all the difference for the 40 here. We'll see if he's going to be able to tow it in. And right now, 41.79, Kazanave coming around turn 2 over the back straightaway. Playing catch up to drivers like James Borden, who's coming out of turn 2 right now. Right, he was on the front straightaway. No, he was on the back straightaway. I can math. There it is, turn 3, turn 4. Kazanave out of 2. So about half the track length away. How about BJ Lane running his fastest lap of the race? Tires starting to wear in. He's getting a little bit more comfortable. He's running a little bit faster. Got himself around Greg Langford. 21.64. His lap time is starting to improve. And is faster than the race leader right now. So a chance for him to start tracking down the 2 in front of him. Ryan Wendt has got himself around Joe Flack here. So he is, again, a lap down. But had to come to pit road and fix the car, and that would be why. Steve Harrison in the 51, still suffering from that early damage earlier, so he's probably just saving what he has here. Kazanave, the race leader. There you go, BJ says Tina out there, and the fam, he's catching him. That's 5 lap times in comparison. He is pulled away from Greg Langford. Here's the comparison between he and Rusty Robinson. There's Robinson on the top side, Lane on the bottom side. Lane is actually catching Rusty Robinson for this last time by about 3/100 separate. So you see the green marks for Lane. That's a caught. And then on lap 26, Robinson pulls away just a little bit. About a tenth is what we're seeing. We're seeing a 1.8 second difference between the driver in front of Rusty and the driver behind. And those things starting to encroach. So BJ Lane will need to put himself in positive light. We'll see if Ryan Wendt can get there and get around, as Ryan got around the 07 here. And is driving himself to the front. 21.70 his last lap. He is faster than the drivers in front of him. Good, smooth, calm corners. Definitely a top drive. And right now consistent. His fastest lap at 21.60. Hasn't really had the clean air to be able to run out there. So I imagine on fresher tires, I wonder what that would be for him. He is getting faster. 21.72. He's matching pace with the race leader right now. Don Kazanave, who is just a couple of spots ahead of him. About 4 seconds the gap between third, and Ryan is right behind him. So highlight that for you for a moment. Bones at 4, trying to work his way back up. Oh, little wall tap from somebody. I heard it. Who got into the wall? Checkered cars right now. Kazanave's fine. Able to hook up on the bottom side. Stu Robinson's going to be in second. BJ Lane's going to be in third here. As the drive off of the corner holds on. 33 of 100 as they work. Third of the way through the races next time by. Kazanave down on the back straightaway. Again, one of the things about this racetrack is that it's very flat. And once you start figuring out your pace, you can start figuring out how to set up passes and set yourself up for, just a good run. Right now, a green flag pit stop is to the advantage of any one of these drivers. And right now, Ryan Wendt will need to get one of those laps back. He came in on 2 when it came to getting involved in that issue with Steve Harrison. But he is going to be fine. Harrison still ahead of James Borden. There is the Walmart Giggity car. Pit, they say. .36 of 100. Got the advice coming. 99 in third. .36 of 100. We'll put this in a predicament for any one of the drivers who wants to run this thing out of fuel. Well tap for the 99. Ryan went out of the corner. We'll roll the bottom side. He is feeling the tires right now. Greg Langford dropping off here. 7-second deficit for that driver. Last lap for Ryan Went, who was looking to track it down. How about Joe Flack? Joe just got into the wall back here a little bit. These cars could take a beating. They're heavy. They're very heavy cars. They stick to the ground, and then on top of all of that, they have a tendency to be able to be pushed. Rusty Robinson still keeping up with the lap times of Case and Abe, just about 5 or 6/10 of a second difference here. 2.5 second difference on the relative. 2.6 as it would be now, as Case and Abe looks to try to extend. BJ Lane in third, 5 seconds back. Langford 8.5 back now. As the 21.8s work, Ryan Went 21.9, 22.17 here. Harrison gets back around Borden. As Stephen Harrison ran a 22.56 last time by. Bud Light Mike working. We'll see a few drivers for position. Oh, 47. Mike just a little bit free there. Hold on to it, Mike. Mike is getting really free here on corner exit. We think the tires are starting to really play into it. In braking zone, egg shape for the 3. Corner exit, 3 a little free. Trying to keep that low line in. We had a 3 drifts up the race line there. It's a shot on corner exit. Again, flat over is the way I think about this racetrack. Cazenave right now is 21 seconds between 20.3 seconds between he and Harrison. Ryan still trying to work his magic to get himself back around a couple of drivers. He sees BJ Lane in front of him. Mr. Went on board. Opportunity knocking for any one of the drivers. There's a party going on right there. And celebrates and relax throughout the year. Sorry, we were making, I was making music puns in Discord a little while ago. And, Ryan told me to don't go chasing waterfalls. Told me to stick to the rivers and the lakes that I'm used to. Kays and Ave out front. Robinson, 51, gets around. Robinson, Steve Harrison, he was up into the wall right there. And the car looks and feels like it might be just getting tight on him. You see him run second lane right here. Rolls the second lane, unable to point the car to the window. One of the things about that racetrack that you see, we'll go back on board here. We'll ride along with Steve Harrison here. Very, very common front straightaway, right? You get into the corner here. There's an opening on the back straightaway here at USA International to let cars in. And a lot of drivers have a tendency to hit that right there, that opening. And that opening will send that car around faster than you can say abracadabra. It's magic. Borden getting a little bump from the 14. Cazenave's going to be rolling by. James Borden goes a natural lap down. Ryan Went around the 99. Now we'll have to try to extend. Has 2 drivers in front of him to be able to lap himself here, but he's got now 2 drivers that are off the lead lap. So James Borden is the driver in that lucky dog spot. We're going to get halfway. 51 of Harrison into the wall. So as it would be, Rusty Robinson has that spot in front of Ryan Wendt. And Ryan right now 21.8s, faster than Rusty. Cazenave running 21.7s. Here's the lap times for those drivers here. 22.8s or 21.8s, 21.7s. That's pretty much where Cazenave is, or Cazenave's going to be. And we're going to be at the halfway mark. James Borden, Steve Harrison. And now a battle for position about to happen for Ryan. He's been waiting for this one. As he's gotten around BJ Lane, who sits in third. Greg Langford 4 seconds off of that. Steve Harrison coming to pit road. So Ryan will take that pass right now. This will be all about those positions. Ryan will need to have a chance to unlap himself and then come to pit road kind of almost immediately, because that's where it's gonna benefit him the best. Harrison coming down pit road. It's easy to get a couple of laps down here. That's what you're gonna see. The one was your pole sitter, has the number one pit stop. Dean's gonna put him 2 laps down now. They will have to come to pit road. It is not it's not a race that you can make it all the way on. We know that the fuel tanks on these are just not big enough to hold that pressure, hold that kind of pressure. So Ryan went trying to close down to James Borden. Ooh, he's got about 5 seconds, 4.5 seconds the gap here. And that'll be right. Yeah. Yeah. There's the road to. Going to the giggity number. Kazanev out front, 4-second lead. Robinson did a great job of just maintaining. That's all he has to do. He can still run under 22-second laps, but like Mike, running under 22-second laps as well. As the 91 of Joe Flack right there in front of him. Harrison had to take a penalty there, I do believe. I don't know if he was too fast entering. I believe he did have to take a penalty. I don't have the iRace Control app up to see. We'll have to check that out. Dogs are barking. The doggos have something going on upstairs. You're celebrating. Lash throughout the year. Borden to pit road. Ryan went. Will be able to go 2 laps longer than everybody. Harrison coming off pit road is going to have a little bit faster lap time, 22:07. Tires are everything here. They're just being dumb dogs. 5 seconds. The gap right now, 5.3. KZA 21.68. And the idea here is Rusty's going to be having to find his zone here. Bouncing around, checking out all the drivers. Bud Light Mike behind the old 91. How about Greg Langford? We had talked about the CNO Carpets, Logitech. You know, lots of sponsors on that car. A little lightning, a little thunder, Kachiga, you know. Best of the biz out there when it comes to carpets. Make sure you check it out in the Outer Banks, North Carolina area. Of course, St. Hamptons, Virginia. I try to do my best to just remember things, and sometimes it just doesn't work. Yeah, Hampton Roads, Virginia. Speak. Robinson to pit road. EJ Lane goes to second. Ryan went. It's around a couple of drivers here. Bones, the next driver. And Kazanev would be trying to track down here. Right now, Ryan will need that lap. The only driver he has in front of him is going to be Scott Kazanev, and now he should be able to stretch this one out. He's about a tenth faster right now per lap than the 14. Just needs to stretch. Got to get that lap back and then think about pit road. And then hopefully not get a penalty there. But that would be the biggest heartbreak you're going to see. Robinson coming off pit road here. Could be ahead of James Borden. He's only going to lose 2 laps here. He's going to lose an 8 lap here. But Ryan is going to be caught pretty quickly with a little bit newer tire. You take a full pit stop. You take right sides only. 12.8 second pit stop there for Rusty would suggest that he probably only took right sides. Not a bad idea. Ryan Wendt, 21.74. Azenave, 21.64. So the 10th advantage goes, giggity into the wall there. 14 will be there to the inside. Try to get to the inside. Enough racing left to go that can be impactful if anything were to happen here for the 14. Gordon way to the outside. It's going to run the very high side. Give up the battle there for the for that spot. It's going to be 4 laps down for the 69 there. Azenave, your race leader. BJ Lane's going to be in second. Joe Flack's going to be coming to pit road. Woo! Great job by Joe. Azenave coming to pit road. Joe Flack would be that driver. Would have gotten lapped there. So BJ Lane will come around. He'll be able to lead a lap here. That's going to be big. The point going to that advantage. The 99 in second. Greg Langford will take over a spot here. Well, Ryan went back on the lead lap. We'll have to think about it here very soon. When does he come to pit road? BJ Lane behind him. Ryan should be able to pull away here. He's got a little bit of clean air between he and the rest of the field. This will be an opportunity also be able to run a couple of laps longer. He'll find himself one on the lead lap, but also pulled away from BJ Lane, trying to track down the drivers in front of him. Ryan might be able to find himself leading a lap here as well. We'll see. We're here in pit for the 99. Langford in second. Bud Light Mike's in third. All behind this field, Rusty Robinson is going to have the lead by 4 seconds over Kazenave. Kazenave taps the wall there on corner exit. He's going to have to run the fastest laps he's ever heard of here. 11.5 second difference here for the 40 and Rusty Robinson. Kazenave just ran a 21.5. Kazenave did take a full fuel cycle, did take the full tires for a 21 second lap or 21 second fuel cycle here is a big deal. Right sides only is a big deal as well. Peters just ran a 21.6. 4 drivers on the lead lap currently. 72 of 100 being complete. Kazenave able to make up about a lap and a half. Again, this is where right side tires isn't a bad idea. Kind of depends on what those left sides are doing. Ryan Wendt closing in another second that lap. 17 and a half would be the case. You don't want to see yourself go a lap down. Robinson 11.8 back is going to be there to the inside of the 07. Greg Langford. And a little bit newer tire goes a long way. Bud Light Mike sits in third. See the 07 behind. Can you stretch the fuel? That's the only other concern. BJ Lane comes around, back straightaway. 3 and 4. Come around a complete lap 74, last 75. Being completed now. Next time by, it'll be 25 laps to go. Give up the bottom side for the 3. Wall tap for the 99. 25 laps to go. Cito Carpet, Steak and Shake, and Alan Tillery Auto, Buchanan Resort. All the fine folks out here putting the time, energy, and effort. This is the 99. There to the bottom side, 91. Get one of his laps back. 99 coming to pit road. 25 laps to go to be 24 this time by Greg Langford. Nearing the bottom of the corner. Robinson was able to get his lap back and it's been able to extend here very quickly. 07:47. Bud Light Mike still there as well. 14 of Kazanave trying to get his lap back. Borden having an issue. Going to be there on the inside. Oh, no caution. That could have been disastrous. Ryan Wendt goes to third. 24 to go. Langford. James Borden had that issue. Got freed. Take a look. Was able to keep it in the grass here. And that is the difference there. That was the distance. Almost made it happen. Langford, your race leader. Trying to make it all through the 100 laps. 22. Bud Light Mike right there. Ryan Wendt in third. Ryan did get fuel on his pit stop. That was on lap 2. Right now, 5 drivers on the lead lap. Kazanave trying to close down 20 seconds here. Trying to close down 2 to Rusty Robinson. Robinson has been just kind of taking his time and just biding his time right now. BJ Lane stayed out an awful long time here. Only finds himself a lap down. Ryan Wendt, 7.5 back. Bud Light Mike in second, right in tow of Greg Langford. Borden leaving pit lane here now. 20 laps to go. Took the tow. Gonna get out there and finish all the laps, and that's a smart decision for the driver. Get out there and get all the experience that you can. We're on the bottom side of the racetrack. We'll have to just up right there. Hopefully not get a black flag. Careful with the right side tires leaving the pit road here. 19 to go here. 3/4 of a second. Ryan Wendt able to clutch it in and go. This is a strategy here. Robinson to Kazanave, 1.9 back. Robinson 17 back from Langford, closing in, but Ryan Wendt not doing a half bad job here as a 12-second deficit. Tires and fuel. Fuel is always concerned. Fuel is basically the biggest concern that I have for any one of these top 3 drivers, just in case. But, you know, the longer they run, the more it's going to matter. The more they get it. Right now, BJ Lane took the tires, took the fuel. Does have Bones in his sights. Then Greg Langford not far off as well. This relative is just insane. 22.45 last lap for Langford. 22.35 last lap for Mike. Ryan Wendt, 21.77. I don't think Ryan's saving. He's got a 10.5 second difference between he and Rusty Robinson. That's only closed in about a half second a lap. It hasn't really been all that much, and a little bit of lap traffic getting in the way is helping Ryan Wendt. Ryan Wendt closing the difference down, closing the distance down to the top 2 drivers. Was a lap down at one point, and having to manage and maintain. 14 laps to go. Oh, BJ Lane, caution comes out. And the top 3, 4, 5 drivers. It's saved there. Here's what happened. 99. I think he just throttled up too soon. You see him getting sideways there at the inside wall. Man, oh man. Everybody else able to avoid him. Man, he had a great race going. 99 trying to get turned around here. Man. Well, I'm any one of these drivers. I'm coming to pit road. Ryan Wendt is not coming to pit road. He's got new tires behind him. I would have come to pit road there. Absolutely come to pit road. You have 5 drivers on the lead lap. Kazanave might not. Kazanave has the freshest tires of all those drivers inside the top 5. Ryan Wentz not coming to pit road. Going to take over the lead here. Kazanave will be second. And any one of these drivers that were a lap down, Bones is going to be your lucky dog here. He'll get back on the lead lap. Joe Flack would have been looking for that spot, but not happening. I'm curious. So very easy to come to pit road here. Ryan Wentz leads. Have to save here. You don't want to run out of fuel on a restart. EJ having to jump to pit lane. Something happened to him. You got some big old nose damage here. Just trying to get back around, and something happened there. I heard a little crashity crash. Well, it shall unfold. Kazanave, freshest tires, just gonna restart right next to Ryan Wendt. Robinson comes in, takes the set. 6 drivers on the lead lap. Bones will start at the tail end of the field. Everybody else will stay off of the lead lap. We are going to get interesting here. I do believe it's a double file restart. I believe they don't have a single file restart put in. I don't think we didn't have a caution with 10 laps to go last week, so we shall see. Yep, double file coming up. Ryan Wendt, Scott Kazanave, Greg Langford, Bud Light Mike. Something you got to look at here. Every driver behind Scott came in on 88, and that is on the lead lap. Except for Bones, he came in on 66. Those are new tires for him. Second caution of the race. I'm out late. Restart zone coming up. Chance to go for the 40. Good restart for the 40. Able to drive up the race line. Battle is on. New tires. Going to be hooked up here. 14 to the outside. 8 laps to go. It'll be 7 this time by. Oh no! Langford up the racetrack. Got sent. Ryan holds on to it one more time. Rusty Robinson, Greg Langford, James Borden all involved. The 07 was down there, and then Rusty gave a little bump. You have to take a look at this from Greg's point of view here. Greg, I do believe Greg came down to block. There's Greg Langford here. Not quite sure. Watch the corner exit. He did. I don't know if he got a little free, but he came down to keep that bottom side. And Rusty was there. 47 was there to the outside, so the 07's going to have to stay second lane here. And then just a little bitty bump. Whoa. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, Giggity got into that. What happened? Happened right in front of him. All right. Okay. All right, these things do happen. They lost control. It happens, man. It happens. Oh, BJ Lane III. It happens. Had a great race happening for you. Ryan Wendt try to win this one on strategy. How many green, white checkers do we have? That's what I want to know. We have 3. We have 1. We have 17. I didn't look, but I will. Give me moments. Hold on to the light. Hold on to the memory. 2 fast repairs, 2 attempts at a green, white checkered coming up here for all the drivers. Lucky dog there was the Flash. He was caught up in that, wasn't he? Hold on. Did he get through that clean? We didn't. Hey. They're all right. $40, $14, $47, $3, $07, $5, $91 on the lead lap. Harrison, BJ Lane, James Borden all off the lead lap. You shall see. Third caution of the race. Go lights off this time by. Should be a double final restart once again. Ryan Wentz going to have to hold off the restarts. You burn more fuel on the restarts than you do anything else. Fuel is the bigger. Now, he did take fuel on lap 2. We'll give it that much right there. Did take fuel on lap 2. However, you can shut the car off. You can clutch in the corners. He could have been saving this entire time. I don't know. All I do know is that Kazanev is and Ryan are going to have their hands full here. Ryan warming the tires up there, and it's a real thing. He's not had clean air up until now. He's been working behind a lot of drivers. It's been insanity. 40, 14. Late models. Restart zone coming up. Good little restart for the 40. Green flag again. 2 to go. 40 drops the corner. 14 to the back bumper. 14 to the outside. This is what we're talking about here. Oh, no, the 14 bumps the 40. Bud Light Mike gets around the 14. White flag waves, final lap here as Ryan Wendt tries to hold on. 47 of Mike to the back bumper of the 40. Oh, 3 to the bottom side. 47's going to be there. They're dropping to the corner. Ryan Wendt from a lap down is going to win it here and had to hold defense. Ryan Wendt gets a victory on our platform. Scott Kazanev gave him a bump, and he held on to it. Top 3 night for Scott Kazanev. Bud Light Mike. It's a P2 finish tonight. How about that? Get it, Mike. Ryan Wendt trying to celebrate here. There he goes. That little blank there. You have a little blank. Tell you what. He's going to drift around. And he just drifted around. BJ there. As they would finish. All right, we got it. Hold on. We got to go back. We got to watch it. Here's the restart here from Ryan's point of view. Now, actually, let's go to Scott's point of view. Scott had the tires to do this. And Mike had the opportunity as well. Scott rolls the corner, does a great job, gets right into the throttle. Old tires, new tires. You knew it was going to happen. A bump and run was coming. 14 was there in the corner. Heavy brakes for the 40 into the corner. Oh. And I tell you what a great job. Bones gets up into the 14 just a little bit there. 14's going to roll the corner side by side. That's what happened there. Oh, man. Bones just lost it in the corner there. Kazanev winds up third. There it goes. How about them apples? From a lap down. These results. We'll talk to Ryan here in just a moment. It's going to look as such. Went Bud Light Mike. And Cassidy's going to be in third. Langford Robinson, your top 5. Bones finishes in 6th. Joe Flack 7th. Harrison, BJ Lane, James Borden, your top 10 drivers. Good little field, good little race tonight. I mean, can't be mad at it. It was a good little race. Let's go and have that conversation. You know, I like my firsts. We get a lot of firsts. And tonight we get to have another one. That is it. Ryan Wendt, the man from Kenansville, Florida. I tell you what, you were due for a win on my platform. And you were lapped down. You got a little extra splash of fuel. You had to have been saving this race because 100 laps was very, very, very tough to even to think about getting. Walk me through it, and congratulations on your first victory.
Oh man, thank you. I was long time coming, it seems like. But yeah, right out of the gate, I was going up for the lead. I was going to try getting some of that clean air, and the leader just lost control in front of me, and I'm like, oh guys, that's the story of my life right there. I can't stay away from him, and I was like, well, I'll fuel up with fuel, put some tires on there. So I think from like lap 5 till the end of the race, and I was trying to be consistent running through the field without wasting them. Until I got up to BJ, and once I got around BJ, I wanted to keep the gap between me and Scott. So that was the best I could do, and I did not want to see that yellow because I feel like I was catching the leaders slowly, and I think I could have won it all natural, but it is what it is. I still won. I can't complain.
I mean, I know Scott's probably apologizing like crazy for
Yeah.
getting into you, but what a save! Not only did you have the save of the night, but you pull off what seemed to be almost the impossible. And I think that's one of the things about this. These cars, they run through fuel pretty heavily. I mean, these late model stocks are not kind to trying to make to try to make 100 laps work. I mean, most drivers came in, made the conservative remarks there, and came in when they needed to. Um, but you were trying to stretch it the full length of the race.
Yeah, it's it. I believe it or not, the tanks are a lot bigger in these than I thought they were. I still had like 50 laps worth of fuel in there because I mean, when I went in there after lap 4 or whatever, when I got taken out, I just filled it up, put tires on it, and I was like, well, it shows me a little green bar, so I know I'm good till the end. And then it was just I had to conserve until about lap halfway or so, and then I started really pushing it hard, and I feel like I had a really unique line because I wasn't apex in the corner at all. I was kind of dive bombing it down the hill so I could keep the momentum through the center because I was off throttle, and then I was back on it a little sooner, and it was it was fun, man. I know Bobby Joe wasn't here. I wanted to shout that old boy out because these are his thing right here, and I wish I could have ran with him tonight.
Yeah, they're on their way to the old Yosemite out there. They're going to be going and being one with nature instead of camper. So.
There ain't nothing wrong with it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it at all. They need a vacation. That's the way it is. Man, congratulations. Church got his first win. Not Church. Thurston gets first win with me. Dove got his first win with me in this series. You get your first win in this series here as well. Dude, crazy coincidence, and a great standard because I felt like you were top 3 all night. I knew that it was going to come down to the feature, and watching you and Scott try to work around the field during the heat race was understandably, it could be frustrating, but I think from what I saw out of it, it was just all right. Just wait till we get to the point where we have to run those laps.
Yeah, and look, we were talking after the heat race. It's like, man, we got to get like 30, 40 laps in just to kind of get some separation to where we can actually race a little bit. And it seemed like the separation happened a little bit sooner in the feature than it did the heat race, from my perspective, anyways. But I don't know, man. This I never thought I'd get a late model win in a league race at that.
Bobby Joe says, good win. He'll be back to give you some.
He's good with these things. This is his jam, man. I'm glad he's out there watching at least. At least he's, he's not like doing that primeval or the primitive camping, he gets electric at least in TV.
I mean, I like primitive camping better, even though, campers are good. I don't know. I'm the woodsy guy. Jeremy says, great win 40. Appreciate it, out there as well. Man, this was good. This was fun. And, I watched you, give a little, what was it? You were doing your burnout. You blinked a little bit during your burnout, but at a certain point, you did a burnout around the 99.
I know, I seen him there, and I was wondering if I couldn't do the little Tokyo drift thing on him, and I did.
It was absolutely one of these moments.
Should have been playing that while I was doing it.
I saw it about halfway through it. I was going going through the SDK stuff, making sure it was lined up with everything I had to do and all that stuff. But Ryan, first win and a memorable one. It's gonna be a memorable one for as long as I got you too, because this is what makes this whole thing cool for me, is being able to see first of many, and you get it here in the Cars Tour for the Wednesday night series. Much love, man. Give a shout outs. First victory of the season.
Hey, man, first and foremost is you, Signature Esports, always doing a great job, always around, helped me personally and taught me some broadcasting tips and tricks. So always love to the old Signature Esports, and the wife, she's always out there moderating your channel. So you always got to give a shout out to your old lady. Heart to Heart, these guys are awesome dudes. Regardless of if you make a mistake or they make a mistake, they're always kind, and they're always welcoming. So shout out to them. Scott had me nervous there at the end. I'm glad I could hold him off. And then last but not least, my boys over at Chop Shop, they're always making me better as well. So it's cool to be able to apply my new found skills in other leagues and at the home league. So there we go.
It's going to be good, man. Ryan, much love to you. When's the podcast coming back? Because I have to ask, because, it's part of what I do.
In like a month.
Okay. We like it. We like it. It'll be good. Dillagas says thank you, by the way.
No problem.
The ballistic one, a.k.a. Jess.
The boss.
The boss.
The real boss.
Well, yeah, she wears the real CPU in this family. Let's call it that way. And Budgie out there, of course, as well. That's the other part of the fam over here that we appreciate. Brian, much love, man. Got a victory. It's gonna be sweet. That's for sure.
Thanks, brother. Many more to come.
That's the way it is. Ryan went, knocks it out of the park. We'll let him have at it. Let's talk to P3 finisher, who I thought was gonna be looking for that. I don't know. I mean, you had talk to me about the bump. I know you didn't mean to. We all know you didn't mean to. But what a great race you had. I mean, like seriously, a great race.
Man, that was an awesome race. Ryan was pumped up. My heart was pounding. I think a lot of guys had a good time. We had a good race. I drove it in too hard, Jason, and I bumped him, and I was immediately apologizing for it.
I told
But
him,
I'm glad he hung on to it.
He had not only had one of the biggest moves of the race, just kind of staying out and managing the fuel. I thought fuel was going to be a concern, because just my calculation on this track with this car, I was like, yeah, they're going to be a little short on fuel. Ryan said he had when he came in on lap 2, whenever he had that issue early on, he was able to just pack it full of fuel. He was good to go. He still had about 50 laps of fuel left. We saw a lot of drivers come to pit road. Was that just was it a different kind of strategy thing here?
Yeah, I was just a couple of laps short, so I knew I had to pit. So I came in and got 4 tires, and got enough fuel to make it to the end and just pushed as hard as I could.
This was one of those racetracks that traditionally, yeah, man, banking here is not as big as you think, but it's enough to make it one tough to pass, but two, make it easy to see braking zone have here's the send moment here. It's
Yeah. You could get a good run on the outside and down the front stretch or the back stretch, but it was tough to clear them to go low. You had to stay out there. So the only way to really get around him was go low, and he had it covered up. And like I really didn't mean to bump him. I thought he was going to drive it in a little harder than what he did, and uh, I bumped him pretty good, but I apologized pretty quick for that. Like I said, I'm glad he hung on to it. That wasn't an intentional bump to get him out of the way. It was total accident. So
Oh no, I would have expected a bump and run. I think he would have expected a bump and run at that particular point as well. I mean, if you think about how this track works and these cars, you could square up to a car, you can give him a little bump,
yeah,
and you can give him some love and set him up the racetrack a little bit, but not like egregious. And I just think the braking zone was different, and that's what I saw.
yeah. I was driving it a little harder than he was. So, but I just wanted to race him clean. I didn't want to bump him at all. I wanted to do it man to man and just race it on out. But it was a heart pounding race. This series is great. I can't believe we don't have more guys in here than what we do. But that's a great win for Ryan. And I told him I couldn't get away from Subway and Butterfingers. He makes me hungry all the time.
I think I, I think I think one of the best things about this track is the fact that uh, you can have a race like you did today. Only a couple of cautions um and you can be
Yeah,
competitive and you can see things like what happened today happening. I mean, fantastic.
yeah, yeah, for sure. It was a great race. Hope we've had a lot of good races here in this series. It's been a lot of fun racing with all these guys in here. As you can see, J Dog even improved a little bit.
Mhm.
I mean, he was still like 7 laps down, but I think he done pretty good.
Yeah, he was out there running. He was being competitive, and he got back out there when he had an issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
last week he was 21 laps down. You know, so like
yeah,
that's that's a big deal. To get out, I think that's the biggest thing that I would tell anybody who's out there racing. And one of the things that people do is they quit they quit their official races, right? Because well, I wrecked, I'm not doing anything. Unless you have 40 minutes of damage, there's no reason to leave the track. Um,
yeah,
if you've got a minute or two, get out there and run. You never know what position you're going to get because other people are going to quit. And you can learn
yeah. That's
something from driving a
that's true.
damaged. You can learn something from driving a damaged vehicle.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you could gain a couple of spots. If somebody else leaves. So you, I wasn't ready to be raised to be a quitter, so I ain't quitting.
Way it is. All right, Alan Tillery Chevrolet on the side. Excuse
Yes,
me.
sir.
And all over everything. Man, give your shout outs. E3 finished tonight.
Uh,
This was good.
I'm just glad to be here where I can shout out to Bobby Lane and Tina. We miss those guys. They're on vacation. This one's all about them. So I'm glad they got to watch us. Drive safe and come back soon.
Yep. Yep. When are you guys going to start recruiting for the series? Because I'm sure we could probably.
Probably the end. We would probably take a few drivers now. We really don't have enough doing this series. We do 2 heat races, and we don't ever have enough to. Well, you seen tonight we only had 1 heat race, so
Mhm.
we could get 2 or 3, 4 more guys in here racing. I don't see a problem with it happening now. But if they want to, join the league and the trucks and all that stuff, they're going to have to wait.
Yeah, no. This is specifically for Wednesday nights, folks. If we get out there, I know that I broadcast the last 2 races. Yeah, going forward, it's just going to be it's out there racing, but they would love to see you guys out there, heart to heart. You'll be able to get a hold of them either through my Discord or through any one of the links. You can find their YouTube channel out there as well, folks. These guys are a good league, and especially if you can get yourself into this car tour, I would say this is where you need to pretty much prove yourself. Get into this Cars Tour if you want to get out there and race in the Truck Series, because the Truck Series is their quote unquote main show, and I would love to see you guys. I would love to see this build up too, because this would be a great series for you guys to be able to throw out there and have some fun. And
It's definitely our bread and butter. Yeah, it's a nice series. Yeah, it's been good. So, but yeah, we could get a few more in here. It would be great. That'd be awesome.
you know me, I can make it as big as you want.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
I said that from the get go. I said, be careful.
I said 3 or 4, Jason, not 20.
I always say, be careful what you wish for, because you know, we know
Well,
a thing or two about finding a couple of people.
Well, to be honest, the way we look at it is like it's in the it's kind of in the middle of the season. These guys that have been racing this series, we wouldn't want somebody to come in here and ruin their season by accident. I'm not saying they would, but if something did happen, it just messes up everybody's season in the middle. So that's kind of where we're at on that stuff.
Oh no, I completely understand. But like I will always say, I will always put everybody out there to I will push for people to jump in a series and to give it a shot, to make it as big as what I think it should be. You know what I mean? It's more about I've for 4 years I have seen what has worked and what hasn't worked in iRacing, and to be able to help people have that growth is the coolest thing to be able to be a part of. So, you know, I think that's the biggest thing that I would push for is, if you have 4 more drivers can run 2 heat races, then that's awesome. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, for sure.
It just makes the race a little bit more fun, and you get to race around.
Some of these guys don't like the heat race, and some of them do. So, but I kind of enjoy them. I like the heat races. I like to watch the guys, race too. So it's fun to me. But this is a great series to run, and uh, like Ryan said, at the end of the race, his heart was pounding. He had a good race, I think, tonight. I think he'll be back.
You know what? This was his first win, and it came on my platform.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So that's a first.
Yeah. Congratulations to Ryan, man. That's awesome.
It happened to Dove in the Truck Series.
Yeah.
And it now has happened to Ryan here, so which is awesome to see, and awesome to.
Yeah, for sure. Dove's a good driver if you don't get doved.
yesterday, Dove got doved. Okay.
Oh, did he get doved?
Yeah. So,
oh Lord,
I think the saying is kind of being reversed on it, because he's getting better. And he's getting into situations that he is not in control of. So, but it just makes for a phenomenal story to be able to say, hey, you utilize the leagues to get better, and I think I see that out of all these drivers. So, it's crazy to think. But any more shout outs? I know you got people to thank, so make sure you do that.
Just Alan, Tillery, Bobby, and Tina. Y'all guys hurry up and come back. Be safe on your trip, and congratulations, Ryan, on a great win. It's awesome racing tonight.
All right, tell the family we said thank you. Go make sure
thank you, Jason.
Thank you. Thank the Tillery family for me too when you go back to work tomorrow.
Yes, sir. We'll do.
And you should. Oh, yeah. I have to mention. I forgot to mention Ryan's in it, but I'm going to mention it to you. Make sure you guys check out the charity race we're doing tomorrow, because that would be,
okay. We'll do. Yeah, I seen it in the score. Yes, sir.
It's going to be it's an epic night, and we're going to enjoy it. So, Scott,
for a good cause. Yes, sir. All right, too. Let's to you, Drew. Thank you.
That's the old 14 coming home in P number. I didn't even bring up Ryan's camera. We should have brought up Ryan's camera. I do apologize, Ryan, for not bringing up your camera, brother. My bad. Next week, fried chicken card. Tell me to paint it, and then you'll rock it. Deal. I'm getting suckered into things. I see how that works. Ryan, I do apologize about that. P3 with the blue hair. Love it. Yeah, good job to Scott. Congrats to everybody. What a great we're making a chicken nugget car or a fried chicken car. It's gonna be a KFC mobile. That's how it's gonna be. This was a great time, folks. This was I love the series. I love what we do. And I know that we only had a 2-race schedule here with these guys to cover Wednesdays, and it was a big this series has done Hrt2Heart has done good things for us over here at Signature Esports. So I asked to do a couple of Wednesday nights over here, and we appreciate them, and I appreciate them very much. We appreciate all the sponsors of their series, of course, and we appreciate all of our sponsors, of course, Chop Shop Racing and the Chop It Up podcast, which is Ryan's a part of. You're going to be able to check out the Eagle coming up here in a month. He says about a month, and I'm all for it. Thank you to Search Performance. Thank you to Beef Jerky Unlimited. Thank you to everybody knocking it out of the park. It's going to be, that's right, winter chicken dinner. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Folks, tomorrow night, please tune in. We have a charity race. It is for a little girl named Georgia. She is going through leukemia. She's basically a toddler. She's little. She's a little gal. And if you've again gone to our Facebook profile, you'll see her photo there. Go to be a part of it. It's in our Discord. I want you guys to at least tune in as well. Support her. Support the cause. If you want to donate, we're gonna take open donations to throw into what we're doing for the race donations as well. So half the pot goes directly to her. The other half is being split for the top 5. And outside of that, we're going to take in donations through our Cash App and through our PayPal, and we're going to add it to it. We'll have a running total of what we're going to be doing. We'll be able to throw it together, and we're going to donate that directly to them after tomorrow's race. And it's a sad set of circumstances, and she's going to be my little hero. I love my kids and I love my daughter, but I couldn't imagine being the young one's parents that are going through this. And we're gonna show it at a good light tomorrow. We're gonna show some support. We're gonna show up big and strong, just like she is, with her big orange boxing gloves that I have. And what a cutie patootie, man! I tell you what, Georgia's going to be well represented tomorrow in the iRacing platform at all of our races, and it's thanks to Pat's fan, Liam Anderson, racing out there as well, and of course all of you out there that help us put things on. I'm telling you, philanthropy is my calling, and I want to make sure that you all know that I really wish I could do more, and I wish I was wealthy enough to do so. But maybe one day we might be able to make that work and be able to do that. You never know. You never know what life's going to hold on to. Tired of worrying about money. And I think that's the biggest thing is that we hate seeing people worry about whether or not they can pay their bills. So, much love. Bud Light Mike finished second. We didn't get the chance to talk to Bud Light Mike. I don't know if he bounced out of here or whatnot, but old Mike he was legendary tonight. We got to see him on driver cam, and he's killer. He is killer. So be good, be safe, be kind to one another. Ryan, congrats on your first league win. You're the legend. Budgie, much love. Honey, thank you for the fried chicken tonight. That was amazing. And I always show my appreciation to Jess because she is absolutely the best, right? Much love, Budgie. Jess is the best. If it wasn't for her, folks, you don't even know. I wouldn't even be here. I wouldn't even be here. She has saved me in more ways than one. So we appreciate her. Much love. See you in the next one.